Hello, welcome to Wannabe Honey Farms. Um, I promised you guys that I would. I'm trying to keep improving this channel. I know lately the audio has been awful. I've been trying to stick my microphone in different places, and so far it's not working. And I hate wearing hats, but I figure if I put it on the side of my hat here, maybe that'll keep it out of the way of everything, and we can finally get some good audio. I'm not one of these fancy YouTubers that hires a whole production crew to do their filming, their editing, their production. I'm just not that guy. I'm just a backyard guy. But anyway, Chris with Wannabe Honey Farms. Okay, today we're going to go in, we're going to check out what I like to call Schrodinger's bee, and that's this hive over here. On April 5th, today being, I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd, I don't know, I've kind of lost track of days. But anyway, on the 5th, I split that hive. This hive over here, that had the queen in it from the original split. There's something wrong with these bees. I think they were dropped on their head or something. But they only use that little top entrance right there, going in and out of the hive. It's just that little opening on your, what do you call it, inner cover. They don't use the bottom one very much at all. You'll see maybe 1 or 2 bees come out of it every once in a while. So I don't know, for the sake of being politically incorrect, I think these are just mentally damaged bees. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, we're going to go into Schrodinger's beehive over here. And it's an old physics question. There's a cat in a box with a bowl of poison. And so as long as the cat is in the box, it is both dead and alive. We just don't know till we open the box. This queen, or this hive, either has a queen or it doesn't. They produce their own or they didn't. So it both has a queen and does not, and we're going to go in and find out. This one it just seems to be going, both sides of the hive are just going gangbusters. The left side looks a little bit stronger than the right side, but it's been like that from day one. So yeah, we're just gonna go in and peek in on that. I don't expect to see or do too much in here. I just want to go down into this hive mainly and see if there's an obstruction down there, something that is causing them not to use that bottom entrance. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it just does. I need things just so in my world. Maybe a little OCD, I don't know. But my main concern is this hive today, just to see if it's got a queen or not. I told you last time in the last video I had some things going on and I was going to be gone for a while. That was about 2 weeks ago. Well, there's changes to this channel, of course. And one of them, you probably noticed, the big bushy beard is gone. Got my summer haircut grooving on. And last weekend, a lot of people tell me I should keep this private, but it's just you and me. And I promised you guys right from the start that I'd be honest with you in every aspect of what's going on back here. And I guess that includes my personal life too, so I'll let you in on a little secret. Went down to Tijuana last weekend, and I got stomach surgery. I can't think of the word. Barometric? That doesn't sound right. Bariatric, that's it. Yeah, so they went in, they took 85% of my stomach, and so all this, it's gonna start melting away. But anyway, I'm on the low end of the spectrum, and I only want to lose about 60 or 70 pounds, which is, I guess, a lot. But anyway, so yeah, there's going to be some changes coming to the channel. You're going to see a skinnier me. That or I'll die. I don't know, one of the two. But anyway, I'm going to get suited up, get my smoker going, and we'll get back to these hives. Be with you in a minute. Okay, so I think I got everything I need here. Going to give them a little bit of smoke on the outside. You know, last time I did this, I talked about the new gloves I bought. And I got a little bit of a talking to from the bee man about how going into a hive gloveless will make you a better beekeeper. It'll make you more aware of what they're doing, and I don't disagree with any of that. But I've just got too much to do today, and I really don't need bees letting me know that I'm rough handling them when I've got stuff to do. Oh my goodness. I put this top hive up here just maybe because I thought they needed something to do, and boy, they went to work, it looks like, on, it only looks like one frame. But it looks like I got some new honey started on here. Oh my goodness, they got some wonky frame in there. And I just broke some of it. Not a big deal. Okay, these bees are being very calm. And that really leads me to believe that I've got a working queen in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right down to the bottom box. She could be up here anywhere. I just don't see anything going on except for these frames, these two frames here. And those are just honey frames. There was no brood in there, or eggs, at least not that I saw. So I'm just going to go into the bottom chamber and see what's going on. Yeah, they are being very, very calm. Okay, I found a queen. Oh goodness, now where'd she go? Yeah, I saw the queen. So I know I've got a queen in here. And that's why finding a queen can be so difficult. You can see her, and in the next second she can disappear. Well, I saw the queen. That's all that matters. And now I just want to see some eggs. I want to know that she's in here laying. What I'm not going to do is second guess myself, because I know I saw that queen. Okay, I didn't see any eggs, so I'm going to backtrack my way through here and just look again. It's like all the bees are making a push down for the other side of the hive. I don't know why that is. Okay, so there she is. Yeah, she's a small queen. She's still new. Yeah, she's a small queen, not a big queen yet. She isn't matured. I didn't see the first egg in here. So her age, I don't know what to say. I just don't have enough experience with these things to know one way or the other. But I know she's in there, and I know they're making honey up in the super. So I'm going to put an excluder on here. And we're going to move on. Let's go down and take a look at what I described as mentally deficient hive, and maybe figure out why the heck they won't use that bottom entrance. Okay, some of the hive some of the comb that I put in there in that second box kind of needed to be repaired a little bit. So I've been feeding this one sugar water. They've been out for a couple days. I don't really even want to see inside here. I just want to know what's down below and why they're not using that bottom entrance. Okay, that's all I wanted with that one, just to see what's going on. Nothing. Okay, mainly as just a point of curiosity. I want to see if there's anything going on up top. Okay, I can see there's no drawn out honey, and so I'm just not going to press that issue. If I need to go back in there to demarate this side, we'll do that, but I don't foresee it. Oh boy, it looks like they're doing a lot better. Okay, first thing I forgot. My quiet box to put frames into. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, it looks like they're still working on that frame. Still drawn out comb, a little bit of cap brood over here, very little, but that's okay. Okay, a lot of cap brood. Okay, she's backfilling where the brood is hatched. Very nice. A lot more cap brood. A lot more eggs. Yeah, this queen looks like she finally came alive. And I can see in here a lot more cap brood. More cap brood. Oh my goodness. You know, with that being said, I just may demarate this. But if I'm gonna demarate this hive, I need to find the queen. This is another completely full hive of brood, or full frame of brood. Same thing on the backside. Yeah, I really didn't see this coming at all, but I'm thinking if I don't demarate this, I'm going to have a swarm situation. All right, there's my queen. All right, demarate it is. So I am going to take 4 frames of cap brood. I'm going to look this over. Make sure she didn't jump. Okay, those first two frames didn't have too much on it. Well, let's take a look and see if she's still on this frame. Okay, I don't see her on this frame anymore. Okay, there's not a whole lot on this frame, so I don't want to put that upstairs. But I sure would like to know for a fact that the queen, there she is, okay. Okay, so there's the demaress. We kept the queen down here. We took 3.5 brood frames, put them up here. They will now be under the assumption that they've swarmed. I'll come back in a few days just to make sure that they're not trying to make a queen out of any of the fresh cells up there. And all will be right with the world. All right, let's see what's in here now. Okay, I already demarayed this one once. So I'm kind of hoping that there's nothing to do with this one. Okay. I'm not really drawing out too much comb here yet. This is pretty wonky comb. A lot of times they'll draw a wonky comb like that when the frame hasn't been properly prepped. And I'm not saying that is or isn't the case, but it could be. Okay, but nonetheless, all through here, I see just a multitude of eggs. Neither one of those frames are frames that I would want to pull up for demaress. They're way too light. Okay, this on the other hand, this is a killer frame right here with lots of what do you call it, cap comb. The other side is eggs and larvae almost all the way across. Yeah, this is going to be a complete frame of cap brood. And this is a complete frame of cap brood. Both sides. So if this does need another demaress, well, by golly, there's two frames right there that I could use. And this definitely looks like to be a third. Yeah, bunch of eggs already cap brood. Yep, show me a queen. Yep, there she is. I'm gonna keep that one in here. I'm gonna put the queen right there. And I'll move these empty frames. Oh, I almost forgot to mention too, I hope the audio from the microphone on the hat works out better today. The last two videos have been just a mess as far as video quality. So don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more of this, whatever this is. All right, guys. I got nothing but surprises today. I found a queen in my queenless hive. So it's not queenless, but she is young and small. For those of you with more experience raising queens, I do not have any. Please let me know if her size is potentially why she has not started laying yet. If she has gone out and gotten mated but mated poorly, I'm sure that could be a reason. But any input from you guys I would appreciate. I just took my mentally deficient hive and I cleaned out that box, and we'll see if they start using the bottom entrance. I just don't know what to say about that. It's such a minor consequence. I'm not even going to think about it or care. My double queen box, I was a little bit surprised because the one on the right has been somewhat weak, and all of a sudden it's just blown up and there wasn't room in there for another egg. So I did a demaress on that. I had already done a demaress on the left side, and I was surprised to see how full that was, so I did another demaress on that one. That hive has no excuses. It's just going to blow up population-wise. We keep demaraying it like that, and that thing is just going to be a beehive powerhouse, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a lot of honey out of those two hives. But yeah, I am physically exhausted right now. I told you I had the stomach operation on Saturday, and so for a week I've been on a strictly liquid diet. A chicken broth, beef broth, water, Gatorade, less than Gatorade, whatever it is. Anyway, sugar-free. But anyway, I've just been getting no nutrients, no vitamins into my body. This weekend I start the vitamin regimen and move up into more nutritious food. So hopefully this will get better. But yeah, I'm just physically exhausted right now, and I'm thanking God that this is over and I got everything done that I needed to do. But anyway, if you guys know anything about that queen, please shoot me a message. Let me know. Because 5 years a beekeeper, there's a lot of jerks out there that would be a 2-year beekeeper and think they know it all and not even think about asking for advice. My best advice to new beekeepers is always stay humble, admit what you don't know, and don't be afraid to ask somebody else's opinion. Unfortunately, in the world of beekeeping, you're going to get 20 different opinions. But somewhere out there is going to be the right one, and it's going to be a good one. And luckily for me, I've surrounded myself with some really great people with some really great knowledge. And so please reach out to me and shoot me a message, a comment. Let me know what you think. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.